Seeing a lot of feedback coming in about the biggest myths people have from their jobs. Rod Beard. The reason we talking about this because Rod Beard, a beat writer for the Detroit News, covers the Pistons, had a tweet, biggest myths about my job. Number one was that we fly with the team and stay with the team. Gator, you said for ours is that we work 4 hours a day. Yeah, as far as people think, what the job is, that's part of it. Here is some of the myths that people have sent in, and we got a lot of Karsch and Johnson feedback as well. Hey, guys, I work for a gun company. Everyone thinks that I can get them a gun at any time at my price, when in reality, I can only buy one gun a year. I refill and maintain crane machines, like in arcades, bowling alleys, etc., and everyone thinks they're rigged. I hear it all day, every day. They're not rigged. You just suck at them. That's from Rick.
Nice.
Cody in Belleville. I've cleaned porta-johns for about a year and a half now, and I would say the biggest myth is how disgusting it is. It can be disgusting at times. Generally, you stay pretty clean. It's mainly just a smelly job. Also, that the toilets seem heavy, but they're only 190 pounds empty. They're pretty easy to throw around. Still don't think that's a job that...
Yeah, I want to do that.
I'm a physical therapist, and most people think that means all I do is massage. That's from Kaylee in Detroit. Or Kali, K-A-L-I. From Ray. I delivered pizzas in college, and the myth about my job is that there were a lot of hot women inviting me over for happy time, and that people give huge tips. Nothing was further from the truth. Occasionally, a 60-year-old woman would flirt with you. That's from Ray.
When you delivered, did anybody ever flirt with you?
Yes.
Oh. Let's go. What happened?
No, just...
Was it your future wife?
No, I was delivering to college chicks, and all the time. All the time.
But nothing like...
You want a beer? Come on in, have a beer.
I had that offer.
Yeah.
Several times.
Yeah. Okay.
It's inappropriate. I was 19.
Did I meet some girls that way?
Anybody ever approached the door scantily clad?
Several times, but I told them I wasn't interested. See what I did there?
I did see what you did.
I'm a craft beer salesman. Every day is not a drunken orgy. I mostly stock your beer and grocery shelves and deal with moody bar managers. People think I eat a 2-ounce porterhouse every night because I'm a butcher. That's from Drew and Taylor. Butcher doesn't eat a 2-ounce porterhouse, 2-inch porterhouse every night. Regarding Karsch and Johnson, I don't like Johnson. He runs upright. I'm getting worried about Quinn's drafting.
All right. Well, there had to be some exception there, right?
Well, let's say this about Quinn. I'm worried a bit about his neglect of the front seven. I know they made moves, but they cut Eric Ebron. They had all this money at that time, and what did they do to help their biggest weakness? Nothing. Their tight end position isn't clearly better. What was the point of cutting Ebron?
Obviously, so they could trade for Khalil Mack.
Fair enough. And if they do that, then I'm going to say,
well
not bad. It was part of your plan all along. I wasn't impressed with Karsch. To me, he looked like Kevin Smith 2.0, under 600 yards with a running back committee. Can't the fullback play linebacker? Then they'd probably keep 4 plus the fullback because he can go down as half linebacker, half fullback, LOL. So there you go. What do you make of what's going on with the victory fridges in Cleveland?
I think it's an interesting gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the beer company that does it is loving the publicity that they're getting for it. But the concept is that there are...
We could say who it is.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Budweiser. I think there's 10 different bars. They have these giant coolers with Browns logos all over them, filled with Bud Light.
And they're locked up.
And there's a big, probably more than anything, just a...
Like padlock and chain or whatever.
A decorative padlock and chain. But big, huge production out of the fact that they've got a padlock and chain on the cooler. And when the Browns win a game, a beer inside, every fan gets a beer from inside the victory cooler.
Right. They open up the victory cooler and everybody gets to enjoy it.
Week 1, Cleveland and Pittsburgh, September 9th. Will they be getting a beer that day?
No.
Week 2, at New Orleans.
No.
Will they be getting... Week 3, Thursday, September 20th, the Cleveland Browns play host to the New York Jets.
That's potential in week 3.
They're
hosting. It's a short week, but it's a short week for both teams.
What a brilliant promotion for the bars. I mean, let's face facts. It's just one beer.
Right, but you know, if you're one of those lucky 10 bars that has it, maybe they're going to expand to be more bars. But if you're one of those bars, you just you've got a built-in crowd, right?
Yep.
That's brilliant.
It's a smart marketing ploy. I don't know that this goes past week 3. Week 4 at Oakland, nope. If it does get past week 3. Week 5, they host Baltimore, nope. Week 6, they host the Chargers, nope. Week 7 at Tampa.
Listen, I think Cleveland's going to be better than people think.
Well, what do people think?
I think people think that this is going to be another team. Well, look, they were winless last year. That maybe they win 2 or 3 games this year. I think they can do better. I think maybe around 5. And I say that because the quarterback situation for them is pretty good. Tyrod Taylor's a good quarterback. I think he's good. I don't think he's great, but I think he's good. Better than average. And with Baker Mayfield and all the fans going to be clamoring to see Baker there, but it's going to push Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, it is. And look, if I'm in Cleveland, am I embarrassed by the victory fridge? Am I stoked by the victory fridge? I'll take it. The victory cooler. There's nothing wrong with it.
The over-under is set at 5 games for Cleveland.
Is it?
Yep.
So people think they'll win about 5 games, which is what you think.
Well, that's what Vegas thinks. I get the feeling
the Vegas number gets set based upon what people are betting. So it's what people think. Vegas is trying to predict right away what they're going to do, and then the line, what people think, and then the line shifts upon what people think. And until they start thinking differently,
I guess I go with the word on the street, Doug. People that I talk to, people think Cleveland sucks, that they're an abject failure waiting to happen.
I think the victory fridges get opening week 3 against the Jets on a Thursday night. So that'll be around midnight on a Thursday. A bunch of free beer is going to get handed out in Cleveland.
Interesting. The Jets over under wins is 6.
Is it? What's Tampa's?
Sorry, it's a cut off at the bottom of it, so
Sorry.
I have to click on it. And why aren't you? There we go. Tampa is 6.5.
Okay. What's Miami?
Miami is 6.
Okay. Seattle.
Seabags are 7.5.
Carolina.
9.
Arizona.
6.5.
Buffalo.
7.5, which is interesting because they don't have Tyrod Taylor.
I asked you a bunch of teams that the Lions are going to play this year. I think that the Lions' schedule isn't as tough as people make it out to be.